Hi ladies, I'm gonna go over what we're about, what's okay, what's not okay on the job, what's expected, how to dress, all those sort of things. So just bear with me. So first of all, we are partners with Wildcat, with the owner of Wildcat Moving. So we are not actually, it's a totally separate business. So Lady Cat just covers packing, unpacking, and any sort of organizing. So that's helpful for when a client kind of, aren't you related to Wildcat? We can't quote them. We don't represent them, but we do speak highly of them no matter what. Okay, so there's that. About your appearance, you should be wearing either a Lady Cat t-shirt, which we will get to you soon if you don't have one, or a blue, hopefully Wildcat t-shirt. If not, just something really clean that doesn't have anything, Boss Lady, I guess wouldn't be too bad, but doesn't have any commercial advertisement like beer or whatever. And just something clean, no tattoos showing. If you have tattoos, put a sleeve on or put an undershirt on. We want you, of course, well groomed. I would be careful with wearing rings because lifting boxes, it could get caught. Totally up to you, but I'm not responsible for that. I'm warning you right now. If you have facial piercings, that's fine, but the jewelry needs to come off. And just wear smaller earrings if you're going to wear earrings. So no holes in the clothes, no yoga pants that are sheer at all, any sort of sheer stripes or whatever, just black yoga-like pants or workout pants. They can be a capri or they can be a boot cut, I don't care. But anything above the knee is a no. And then nice, clean tennis shoes, comfortable. They don't have to be steel-toed, but no holes in them or dirty, just nice things. Wear deodorant, wear a bra. Smelling nice, looking nice, it gives a good feeling for everybody. So there's that. Of course, always be neat, polite, friendly. The lead is the one who does the most talking. Let the client talk, do not interrupt. Do not over comment on things. Sometimes they start feeling a little insecure if you're like, oh wow, look at that, oh that's beautiful, oh, it's one thing to say, hi, your home is lovely, you have a beautiful home, but to keep commenting makes them kind of like you've never been in a nice home, and then they get a little worried. So, and then that happens on the opposite side too. If you go into a home that it's not very clean, or maybe it's a hoarding home, they have feelings too, and just if not more. And so you need to be careful on your facial expressions, on how you make them feel. So be kind to everybody and polite. I do not tolerate people being late. Be early if anything. You wait for that partner of yours to go into the building together, and you always leave together. So whether it's a break or it's the end of the day, I want two people together at least. And you don't have to go on break together, but you leave the building together and you go up to the door together, coming, going, whole thing. Safety, and it's also you have someone that's a witness of anything. So it's always good. Being on your phone, that's not allowed at work. Keep it on you in case I call you, or you have a question that you don't know the answer, or you want to make sure that you have the right answer. Call me, whatever. I know some of us have kids, or significant others that we want to keep in contact with. We'll save it for a break. You can look real quick to see if it's an emergency, but believe me, these clients are looking, and I get calls, and coworkers don't like it either. We also do not give smoke breaks. Your break is every 4 hours. You get at least 10 minutes, or you can choose to take a lunch, but you all need to take a lunch at the same time, and come back at the same time, and then deduct that from the bill. So the client's not charged. There's no cussing. There's no attitude on the job. And also the chit chat that goes beyond, sometimes goes on with your coworker. I think that's great. It's fun, but make sure you do it like quiet. The client's not in the earshot. It's not a, they can't hear your personal life. It makes them uncomfortable. It's rude. It's unprofessional, and we want to be professional and classy. So do that. Speak calmly, politely, and kind. Even if a customer gets mad, just keep your cool. Best thing to do is just, you don't even have to respond back. Okay, I get it. Call me if it gets out of hand, but don't be combative. Don't argue. There's no gum chewing. No gum chewing. If you're on a nicotine gum or something, get a patch, because that smacking the gum is extremely rude. So that's not okay. You could use headphones in certain situations. Like say you're working in the basement, the client just stays upstairs the whole time, and you have maybe just one in, so you can always hear. That's fine. You're working together, you're getting it done, but not loud so the client hears, not so you can't hear the client or any other noises. When it comes down to the end of the day, never ever ever ask for a tip. I've heard about this, and not with my girls, but I've heard about it, and I just think it's so rude. So you never ask for a tip. If a client says, is it okay, do you guys take tips? Oh, sure, that's great. If you feel like we deserve a tip, that would be wonderful, and be gracious and say thank you. Sometimes they'll leave it on a credit card, and then it'll come in your next paycheck. Sometimes it's cash right in front of you. Let's see what else. Let me go on to the next stage then. Another thing too, if you're new or only been here, worked a couple days or a couple times, don't let the client know that. I think it looks really, they start to question it, like, well, I'm paying X amount of dollars per hour and you sent me a new person. And so they think they're not getting their money's worth. So it's just best not to talk about. I don't want you lying to them, but you don't need to bring that up. Oh, I'm sorry, I'm new. Oh, I'm sorry. No, don't do that. It looks just wrong. When handling clients' their items, be very careful. Don't slam stuff down on their table. Don't, bump into things. You don't know what that means to them, their stuff, and you should always go with respect before anything else. Like, be as careful and polite as possible. Just keep it gentle. Don't be slamming things around. And don't think it's okay to just start packing stuff on someone's dining room table or their coffee table. They might be particular and might be like, why are you putting all that on my table? Like, ask them things. If you want to use a decorative pillow to help with the padding, ask first. The linens, ask first. It's their things, and everybody has their own little hang-ups, and we want to just make sure we don't step on any toes. We want to always project respect. So let's see. Breakables. The other day, a client offered some of the girls alcohol after they're done with the shift, and she did the good job, and she said no thank you, but there's no accepting any food, no alcohol. You can, of course, if they offer you water, soda, whatever, that's fine, but I don't want you sitting down having lunch at their house and hanging out afterwards and having wine or something is inappropriate. We don't mix business with making a friend on the job. That's not okay. On the boxes, I want everyone writing nice and neat and up in, I don't care what corner it is, but in the corner, write the room you got it from, 2 key items at least that are inside that box. And then largely, if it's fragile, write in large print fragile, and then write that on the sides of it as well. If it needs to just aim up all the time, because maybe there's liquids in there, put arrows all over the sides of the box and then write what it is on top. But try to do it neater. It's looking really like barely any effort, you know, just, I know we're tired and been doing a million boxes in one day, but take a little break then, come back, and we want to give 100%. So, make sure, yep. And I think that's it for this. Yeah, and try to have fun. Sometimes you actually like who you're working with, and it can be a really good day, and you can meet new people, and the clients are really grateful most of the time for your help. And just try to realize that, you know, it's kind of a cake job as far as I'm a nice boss. You have good, nice people to work with, and you get to meet new people every day, and you can make some pretty good money. So have fun with it.